Joseph Meyer.
Boat 22 out of Piedmont, South Carolina, Tim Kessler.
On the 574 out of Greer, South Carolina, David Swan.
Number 22 out of Traverse Rest, South Carolina, Chase Sanders.
He's on the number 23, because otherwise he'd be riding with Tim Kessler. On the 555 out of Marietta, South Carolina, Nicholas Hall.
Oh, number 300 out of Menifee, California, Paul Jean.
And that's a lineup. Vintage Ski, Moto number 3. Who's he going to be? Paul John.
Paul John, of course, on that square nose super jet.
Yeah, I think it'd be between him and Shelby Warman for the most beautifully decorated boat this weekend.
Yeah, no question, Paul's super jet is gorgeous with that bright yellow and black stripe 70s Yamaha factory trim.
I know why you like yellow. You're a surfer. The last thing you want to do is go out there on something dark brown or black and look like a seal.
Exactly.
Although you'd be the largest seal that that shark had ever seen.
I don't want to be seen by a shark, period. I don't want to see him. I don't want him to see me. And it's all good. Everybody's happy.
Only place you want to see a shark is on your plate. Oddly enough, the shark only wants to see you on his plate. So there you go.
How's that work out?
Paul John really having a great weekend. He rides that machine so well, and you see he just kind of minimizes his effort, sits or stands straight up on it without a lot of movement.
58 years old, in good shape, out of California, and yeah, very talented rider on a very well sorted out Yamaha Superjet. Really cool boat.
Really cool boat. Boy, the difference there. Joseph Meyer on that 820. As I say it, he goes down for a quick water test.
Of course.
Of course. Back up. Just that sound used to be so familiar, and now it's so foreign.
Yeah, other than GP Ski, the four strokes are all pretty darn quiet.
They really are. And you know, we used to, as a young buck, used to love the sound of my motocross bikes, and then, you know,
sure.
Then my road racers and four-cylinder four-strokes at 10,000 RPM. And now I enjoy the quiet 1,500 cc's of Kawasaki horsepower in any hole they put it in.
Except in GP Ski. Those things are anything but quiet. In fact, when they're in the starting line, we basically might as well not speak.
Right, we just wait. Wait till they go. We got to do our talking before they start.
Which some people are probably happy about, but that's a whole nother discussion.
Oh, who's this going down right in front of us? Oh, that's Kylie Meyer. Kylie, the X Factor.
Boy, vintage riders getting their water time this weekend on this big track here at Lake Hartwell.
Yeah, they are.
Big fast track. I mean, these things are pinned pretty much the entire way around the track.
I'm sorry, Joseph Meyer just porpoising on that hull where they're going, reminds me of why so many locations tried to ban jet skis in the 80s.
Sadly.
Well,
it was the 90s, mid 90s.
Yeah, a little annoying when they stay in the same spot all day.
Yeah.
It's different if you're just riding by once.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a rider
huge
down
deal.
out there having some issue. I don't know who it is. Is that Kylie Meyer again? Might be.
Need an little extended ride plate on a couple of these 550s, I think.
Yeah.
A little lengthen that hole a little bit, right?
Yep. Oh, I remember the difference, the clear difference, putting on a Jet Dynamics ride plate on a couple of different boats and settling the nose. Big difference.
You know what else worked really, really well? It was a little bit of a, I don't know if it was a secret or not, but was the Shred Masters.
Yes.
My buddy Bob Morgan, rest in peace,
Yep.
was a surfboard shaper and a surfer, and he used that expertise to develop the combination scoop grate ride plate, the Shred Master. And
That was a one-piece unit, right?
one-piece
Yeah.
unit, and they worked exceptionally well.
Yeah, as far as I know, they're the only manufacturer that ever produced a one-piece unit. And I wondered why, because it seemed to me you could control the water a lot easier if there wasn't a break in it.
And in fact, one time I'll never forget, I think it was in Florida. I think it was a hot water tour, and it was Jacob's Yamaha, I believe. I can't remember. At a Yamaha Superjet probably for that tour, and his mechanic Bubba Kirsten was in the pits grinding off the Shred Master logo off the ride plate with a grinder because he wasn't
work
sponsored
that well.
He wasn't sponsored. Yeah, he used the Shred Master. I think it was a Riva sponsorship, I think, and the Shred Master was not a Riva product or whatever sponsor it was. And
Yeah,
Bubba's grinding off the Shred Master with a grinder in the pits.
Yeah, there was a little bit of politics back then, and of course you want to run what your sponsor brung.
But
all right, here comes Paul Tejan for his third and final win. Paul looking strong there.
But Jacobs knew what worked,
Yep.
to say the least, and those
That
things
was it.
worked well.
Do you ever watch him take the new hulls? Drive his sponsor wild. Take a brand new, newly painted hull and go run it up on the beach over at Mission Bay to get it straight, because that was the only way to get it absolutely straight with all those, with the minor grooves that would be put in the bottom of the paint. And it wasn't illegal, but Jacob's looking for any little factor that would help him win, and he won a lot. All right. I believe
Couple of
that was
six-
Aaron Bradstreet.
Couple of 650 Cowies coming in. Everything a Cowie in this race except the one square nose Superjet of
Yep.
Paul Jean's, and boy did he dominate.
Well, there's a double deuce of Tim Kessler out of Piedmont, South Carolina, bringing that thing home. And I'll tell you what, I need a calculator to make these numbers go. The only one I don't really need is Paul John. He's got the overall unofficially.
That's an easy one. Going to bring up the final race of the weekend. Seems like we just started, Kurt.
Doesn't it? And there's David Swan finishing his race. Having one come in on the toe. That's Is that Joseph Meyer? It is. I know that because I don't hear it coming in. All right, IROC 1100. Moto number 3, Rick.
This is it.
Boy, there's some there's going to be some battles here. The points are definitely very, very close.
Yeah, they really are.
Robert Morrison on that 99 was dominant last moto, but he finished the first in 7th position.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him because